What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Echo and the Bunnymen. Again, big shout out to Amber, not only for sharing their material with us, but for the patience as well. And we're going to listen to an early version of Villier's Terrace. I really enjoyed the original, although I was thinking the name was pronounced differently when I did that reaction. But ultimately, it really does have this, post-punk new wave feel. Now, I just reacted to a tune, Simple Stuff, which had that in spades and felt even more overtly punk. But again, this is another one where it has that new wave feel and sort of keyboards, but it does also have that edge late 70s, early 80s, at least post-punk feel. So curious to hear what an early version will sound like. And again, anytime I hear a demo or an early version of a track relative to the studio version I might already be familiar with, I'm always keen to hear differences, not only in terms of the instrumentation or the actual sonics, but the composition, the progression of the track, and so on. So in any case, let's hear it. This is an early version of Villier's Terrace, included as a bonus track in an expanded folder for the 1980 album Crocodiles. I felt like it was either going to hit a crescendo and stop or start to fade. Literally started to fade right then. But yeah, it's interesting. It feels like the overall atmosphere is very similar. At the beginning, I was feeling like the percussion felt less frenetic. It felt like there was less percussion. It was still, generally speaking, the same rhythm, but it felt less frenetic. By the end, it got to where it was more like I was remembering the percussion of the original version. But yeah, I don't know, it feels maybe slightly less, post-punkish than the version on the album did, but again, not terribly different, just, again, maybe different in the configuration of the percussion, at least at the beginning of the tune. There were a couple vocal moments that I thought were a little bit different as far as I remembered, and I enjoyed that, the way it sort of like, I'm trying to think of the right word for it, but it accelerated the last bar of like each measure as it was going through one of the instrumental interludes. So I enjoyed that. And yeah, like I said, there are a number of bonus tunes still to go through. So even though we have multiple albums waiting for us, a couple of which I already technically started before then jumping back to this, there's several more bonus tracks to go through. So once again, big shout out to Amber. Let me know what you think of this one. I will see you next time. Peace.